So our guest is Imam Muhammad El-Fiqi, who's the Imam of, I should be here, the Imam of the Islamic Society of Central New York. I like to think of him as the newcomer, but he's been around for quite a while now. So it's over a year, I think.
Sir, 6 days it'll be 1 year.
6 days it'll be a year. So we'll all have a birthday celebration. So please.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in such weather. Thank you. You made it. Well done. Well said. Great. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious. God said in Holy Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. Who can translate this for me? Come on, it's Arabic. Okay, I will translate at the end of my story. This is verse from Holy Quran. I will translate at the end of my story. The story about this young woman who lived with her father. Her mother died when she was a teenager, like 13, 14 years old. And now she's almost 20, and somebody came, proposed, a young man from a neighboring village. The father is so excited and happy that his daughter will finally have her soulmate, her husband. She said yes, beautiful wedding party. She moves to the other village. The father, with tears in eyes, say, okay, sweetie, if you need anything in that village, my best friend lives. Anything, just go, and for sure he will be there for you. She goes, and her husband was the eldest in the siblings, and by tradition in that village, long ago, the mother-in-law, his mother, lives most of the time in his house. And she wished that her mother-in-law will be a good mother, one that can make it up for the mother she lost long ago. But few days, her honeymoon was over, and she found that her mother-in-law is a very manipulative lady, a very manipulative woman who turned this young lady's life into hell. And the young lady tried everything, every way to please her mother-in-law, but she couldn't. And she thought in a while she might get used to it or she might change, but she never changed. The mother-in-law was very difficult to deal with, difficult to please. Every day, husband comes home, wife crying, complaining, and he's a very, coming to his mother, very like passive person. He doesn't do much. Just be patient. She's like your mother. Just be nice to her. Things like that. At the same time, his mother calls into her room, and she complains about how ungrateful his wife is and how impolite she is, and the husband's life in turn became like hell, that he hated to go home. Now the young lady is pregnant, thinking that once she delivered, that mother-in-law would be more merciful to her. She delivered. Beautiful baby, but the mother-in-law isn't any better. And one day, that young lady just gave up on her. And she said that I cannot live one more moment. I'd rather kill myself and to live in that hell anymore. And she remembered her father's advice, and she went to his best friend, who happened to have a store of herbs. In nowadays language, he was an internist and a pharmacist in that time of the day, traditional medicine. And she went crying to him, "Uncle, please help me. I'll kill myself. I cannot take it anymore. My life is hell. I have nowhere to go. Even my husband's not home anymore, and I'm just suffering all the time." And that very wise man thought a little. And he said, okay, wait for a second here. He went to the back of the store and he came back with a small bottle of liquid. Looked like water. He said, actually, this is a very strong poison. If you put it in any food, any meal, one bite, she will just die instantly. And that will put an end to your misery. But if you did so, all fingers of suspicion will just point to you. You'll be the only suspect there. So what I would tell you here is, and listen carefully, take that bottle and daily put one drop, only one drop, in her food or drinks. Within 5-6 months, that poison will build up in the body and she will die. But during these months, you should change. I want you to deal with her as if she's your own mother. Please her. Every day cook her best food. Be very good to her as much as you can. So when she dies, no one can say you're the doer. And she said, Uncle, thank you, I will do. And she went home, determined to follow the plan exactly. She's now a very smiling young lady, a very obedient to what she considers now her mother. Sits with her, cooks her best food every day. Mom, what do you want to eat today? Oh, really? I want to eat this. The mother, like, there must be something behind that. And every day she cooks her best food and she sits with her and she tells story and they chat and every day she puts one drop of that poison. And the husband noticed the change. He goes home, the wife doesn't cry anymore, and the mother doesn't complain anymore. Actually, he found them sitting like as if she's a daughter and a mother. And the husband who hated the house started loving the house. Can't wait to finish work and come home to enjoy that love and peace in his house with his mother and wife and son. And the house went like that. It was just like heaven. 2-3 months, and that young lady stopped adding that poison to the daily meal. And she forgot about it. And a couple weeks later, she remembered, oh my God, I poisoned my mother. I forgot about that. How I do this? And she runs away to her uncle again. She runs to her uncle, crying again and say, what's up? She said, I'm killing my mother. Please help me. Give me anything I can reverse that poison thing, any, nowadays language, antidote or something. He says, no way. Have you put a drop every day? She said, yes. For how long? Maybe 3 months. Oh, no way. She might not die, but for sure something will happen. She might be paralyzed. Something will happen to her. And that young lady just cried and cried and cried, and she kept begging him, please, help me. Please find a way out. Please ask how I cannot live without her. I can't live without her. She's like a real mother to me. I can't imagine life without her. And then her uncle just patted her and said, okay, stand up, young lady. I never give you any poison. I just give you water. And I wanted to teach you this lesson which you have never understood unless you saw it for yourself. I wanted to tell you that no one is pure evil. And everyone has some goodness in them. And everyone has a key. You need to find that key. Go back, enjoy your life with your mother, husband, and son. And the verse from Quran, which I read in Arabic in the very beginning, translates as something close to good deed and evil deed can never be equal. Repel the bad one with the good one, and for sure whoever used to be an enemy with you will turn into an intimate friend. Thank you very much. Thank you.